Hi, welcome to the Driving Instructor Masterclass, brought to you by Marmalade Insurance and myself, Chris Benstead. I've been a driving instructor for over 12 years, and we're going to have a look at elements of driving, things that you'll need to know for your driving tests, looking at things like stalling, manoeuvres, and how to deal with other situations. And to make sure that you're keeping up with the series, subscribe to Marmalade's YouTube channel so that you'll get all of the installations as they're released. This episode we're going to have a look at the top tips that I can give you for you to be able to pass that driving test. So knowing the rules, knowing what you can and can't get away with, and being able to approach the test day with confidence and achieve success. So tip number one is make sure that you're prepared. Have the driving lessons, get the experience and know the rules. We're going to go through some of those in a moment, but just put in the hours and make sure that you feel ready for your test. Don't just have a go. Make sure you feel confident. Make sure that you've got that experience so that you can go and be successful. So tip number two, remembering your mirror signal maneuver, or as I prefer, look, tell, do. So all the way through the test, make sure that you're looking around, knowing what's happening, checking those mirrors. When people are under pressure, very often they close down that attention and they end up forgetting about looking around them. They feel like they are, but under pressure, keep those eyes open, keep moving your head and checking those mirrors. Tell, make sure that you're communicating effectively as to what's going on around you, and you're using your signals as best you can so that other people know what you're up to, because then it'll make your life a lot easier. And then do. No one can spell manoeuvre, so just do it well. Make sure that you're successful at pulling out, making good judgments and doing what you've rehearsed. So tip number three is experience. The studies all show that 100 hours of driving experience is what makes a safe driver. This doesn't need to be with a driving instructor. It can be in a family or friend's car, as long as you're adequately insured. So get out there, get that experience and make sure that you've seen it before. Think about watching a film. First time you see it, you don't see the plot twist coming. When you've seen it before, you see what's coming up and you know how to respond to it, and it won't make you jump. So get that experience and that will make you safer. So number four, with any test that you take, there's two things. One is know the rules, and the other one is be able to achieve that standard. So with the rules and the driving test, the DVSA make it really easy. Go to the gov.uk website and have a look for the DT1, Driving Test 1. That's the examiner's guidance, and that's what they're going to be marking you on. So have a read through, really easy to read. It looks at the manoeuvres, you can look at exactly what they're looking for each of those. It looks at the different situations, how they judge steering, how they judge speed. So if you know what they're judging you on, you can make sure that you meet that criteria, and hopefully on the day everything will be in your favour. So tip number five is don't focus on the test. If you've got your experience and you've been out there and you've done lots of driving and you're ready, then the test is irrelevant. It's just another drive. So, go out and just drive to the standard that you've been driving, deal with the situations as they come along, and each individual step is one thing that you've ticked off, and then you can move on to the next one. So if something goes wrong, leave it behind you. You can deal with it later. So don't focus on that test. Keep your focus on the drive, what's happening around you, and staying safe. So tip number six is it's not a test, it's an assessment of what you can already do. So you're starting with a clean sheet, no faults on there. That's what you've got to maintain. So just go out, deal with each situation as it comes along, and you'll be successful at the end of it. It's that easy. So tip number seven, it doesn't matter if you go the wrong way. The examiner says turn right and you turn left. As long as you do it safely and successfully, you'll be fine. So don't worry about it. It's the examiner's route and it's your drive. You keep the drive safe, let them worry about where you're going. So if you end up in the wrong lane, don't make it difficult by trying to fix it. Just follow it round, carry on, and they'll step in to make sure that your test is successful. Tip number 8, and this is the big one, don't take advice from people. You know what's safe, you know what you feel comfortable with. And so many people fail their test because on the day of the test, a friend says, make sure you remember to do this. Or a family member says, make sure you check your mirrors. And you get so focused on that, and it's not always good advice, that you'll end up changing at the last minute or second guessing yourself. So trust yourself, make sure that you know what's required, and then you'll be able to achieve it in a confident fashion. And that's what they want to see on the day of the test. So those are my top tips. I wish you every success, and from myself and everybody at Marmalade, good luck and stay safe on the road.